Technology Screens. Just got our orders done for our customers, so we're getting ready to ship out for them. I'm going to talk about, and I had a few people texting me about what happened, what's going on with Crow, why Crow may be receiving some jail time, because Crow did some pretty dumb stuff. That's what he did. I had no idea that the penalty was literally that high. We're going to talk about a few things here on why he may be getting some jail time and why he may be in a lot of trouble for committing mail fraud and some other things he's also committed. So we shipped over to, first things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is CRYSTAL Technology Screens. We shipped over to a fellow by the name of, I'm sorry, his full name here, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. He's a guy who has a channel on YouTube who sells gray screen paint product mixes. The problem is that a lot of his mixes were coming up matching house paint. They were coming up matching a black and white product he was giving away for free. There were just several problems that we had. We had massive amount of canceled orders coming from him, committing fraud, which this is what we're going to be following for charges on Monday morning with the post office over these this person shipping out products that weren't supposed to be, well, actually they weren't what they were described to be. And this is fraud he's committed twice against our company, also to trying to scam our company out of money. So basically, we shipped him over the product. The product has a batch number on the back to it. It actually matches the video that goes with it. We also have done testing on it, which we done about a 3-hour test demonstration on the product. Now, he gets the product. Now the product comes up looking strange. We showed you the test over here, no problem. We even did a little extra, put a bid sheet up there showing that our products in no way whatsoever look like this in any way whatsoever. So, with that being said, we purchased this product today. He hasn't canceled yet. We're still waiting. So, when his product gets here, we will put his product against the 2.0. And it won't be in this dark environment. As you can see, if you look at his environment where he called himself doing a demonstration at, it is dark. That's why you can see the individual lights popping up in the environment. So he couldn't even do it in a well-lit environment. And the reason why is because his product matches the Network Gray 773, and the 773 has a very difficult time picking up in fully lit environments. It washes out completely. So when his product gets here, it'll go against all tests under 2.0. It will go under tests under Network Gray 773 and something new, something called Silver Mist. I think it's called 1619. This was actually pretty good. It might be better than the Network Gray 773. We'll also be putting that against our screen also. So he says in his review that this is how the product turned out. Mind you, this is a person who has no form of credibility under his belt, because this is an individual who got caught scamming his customers out of his product that ended up to be a match for house paint. So again, his opinion really doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. We are going to test your product, like I said, thoroughly. You'll be done in a max out zone. There will be no dark environments like you're sitting in right now. There'll be no 4K projectors. None of that nonsense. It won't exist. You'll be tested inside and outside. Now, the 2.0 had to go against 9 certified screens. You will also go against 9 certified screens. You'll be 15 feet back on a 1,000 projector. You would have to pull up a white level, contrast, and color. You'll do a color pattern test, which we like to do on our screens all the time. He's going to have to pass all those tests, which we know he can't pass because, again, the test demonstrations under 2.0, we put those up as a form of a challenge. He never completed any of them whatsoever, so we know he can't pass them. Now, what it comes down to is what excuse is he going to use to try to get out of this situation? We've already stated we don't want to hear any caring calls, which means he has a habit of coming and saying, oh, I don't do business with these people. I don't do this. I don't do that, blah, blah. We don't want to hear any of that. No excuses. We don't want any products coming here not as described. Do not get in any more trouble than you already are. Monday morning, I've already contacted the fellow. He said Monday morning, submit all documents. He'll take them to his manager and they'll go from there. We are filing 2 charges against Crow, or actually, let's give his real name, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. He's going to be charged with mail fraud. We have 2 items that came here to our address. None of the items match anything in description. They were completely way off the chart. And I mean, there's no way in the world he could have made a mistake on this product. This was deliberately sent this way. We also have confirmed from PayPal that they're going to confirm on their end that basically that this particular individual was found guilty and has lost his claim due to the fact that he has committed fraud. It's on, buddy. It is definitely on. So we do advise for Fernando, whatever, don't contact me with a lawyer. I'm not the one you need to contact. You need a lawyer for whatever prosecutor they're going to use against you for this case. That's what you have to deal with. We have nothing to do with this. We're just going in, we're following our case, and that's basically about it. You're going to deal with them from then on in. I would suggest you make sure you update if they come when they contact you, and we will give you your phone. We have your phone number, we have your email address. When they contact you, I suggest you give them the real up and up information. If our information is not fake, I think our information we do have from you is real. But if your information is false, you want to make sure that if they have you want to come in for questioning, that you make sure your information is legit. You do not want a warrant on you. All right, this is going to get very seriously. This is why I said at the end of the day, you don't do dumb stuff. Now, as for this nonsense right here, you call yourself doing this fake demonstration. Again, your product will be here. We don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear any cancellations, or we don't want, like I said, don't send anything here. It's not what it's supposed to be, because you're already going to have problems already in that category. Send the product down here, have it be legit. We're going to give them a 5-day grace period, which means it's 5 days of handling time. That's plenty of time to get it done. After that, I'm expecting to see a tracking number. I want the item on my front door. I don't care if you put signature confirm it. It doesn't make a difference to me. Just have it here. We will begin testing the minute it comes through the door. We will do an unboxing, and we will test your product downstairs in the max out zone. You also will be tested outside. Like I said, all this nonsense, no, we're not going to do it this way. We're going to do it legit and by the book. Since you didn't complete any of the challenges under 2.0, we will help you out with that problem. We will do it for you. When we're done with the testing, and I'm pretty sure I already know from the door your product will fail, you will go against the 44. You will go against the 39. These are screens you claimed in your videos that you have beaten. You will go against these screens. I also will be expecting my receipts again. I requested this multiple times on an item that you claimed you have. Now, you said that in your demonstration that the Cinemax was able to outperform a 39 that you claimed that you owned. Well, we'll be able to do that demonstration right here. Now, I do feel that a lot of your products are not tested, so I think it's my responsibility next month to purchase the rest of your products to bring them down here for proper testing. All your products will be tested under 2.0. All right, just to let you know exactly what's about to happen. You've been through this stuff before. I tell you exactly what's going to happen. It's going to happen. Now, if Crow decides to go in, or let's use your real name, if Jamie decides to go in and cancel the item, then you've already failed already, because that shows at the end of the day, not only did you fake your demonstration, which we all know you have done, but you have confirmed it, just like you confirmed your product matching the network grade 773 by trying to remove videos off your account. Sorry, not trying, you did remove videos off your account, trying to hide the evidence. So when we say he's painted himself in a corner, yeah, he has painted himself into a very, very small corner. I don't know what's going to be worse for you. The fact that your product's going to fail miserably when it gets here, or the fact that you're going to have to pay for a very expensive attorney to get out of the situation you just literally got yourself into. When I showed pictures of the documents that we have to a friend of mine who works at the post office, he just shook his head. We have all requirements to go forth and prosecute you on this. This is going to be so bad for you that I am going to drop my lawsuit. That's how bad it's going to be. I don't think we're going to get anything out of you anyway. That's when they get done with you, I don't think we're going to have anything left. Now, for those of you who think that you can't be prosecuted on this, yes, you can. Number one, it's different if he sent us down an item that was gray. Say he sent us on a gray item, right? It's going to be hard to try to prove that. That's mail fraud. Because again, he does sell a gray product, and he could send us down house paint at the end of the day, and we really couldn't be able to prove that. That'd be kind of hard to get around. But the problem we have here with Jamie is Jamie does not make a black Cinemax. See, PayPal went in and did the thorough investigation to see if he had this, because in Jamie's transcripts to PayPal on what he was explaining to them, that he did have a black Cinemax, but he doesn't. And when they went through his account looking for this, they couldn't find it. Usually if people have an option, they have an option on the page, it would say, okay, we have it in black, we have it in this color. That's why the second time around with the Frankenstein, he tried to go back in and learn from his mistakes and change the color option, so that way it would match it would be to match the complaint. So you can say it always came this color. But he didn't count on us going in and doing a verification video of recording the transaction. And on the verification video, I clearly said this is the reason why this is being recorded, due to the fact that this individual will go in and change the color of the product on his website to try to verify that this is how it comes. Said it right there. So we got you in fraud again on that one. So you don't make your product that dark to begin with, because we have videos showing how your product used to look. And again, you sent this out a black Cinemax, which is something you don't have at all, period. And since you decided to use the United States Postal Service as a way of basically carrying out this this scheme, you have put yourself in the position of mail fraud. Now, we have to prove this. And it's easy to prove this when the transaction went through PayPal. Now, usually if you have to go through your credit card provider, you have to go to your credit card institution to get that kind of information. That can be hard to get. But through PayPal, it's very easy to get that information. So we have everything documented on that piece of paper over there, the whole entire transaction, everything. Good luck, because you're definitely going to need it. I'll tell you one thing. When I saw what the penalty was, it floored me. It is going to be bad. It's a $1 million fine and 30 years in jail. Up to 20 to 30 years in jail. I explained to you yesterday. I told you crystal clear, I think the day before yesterday, that you need to mind your own business and start doing things right by the book. I told you this. I gave you an olive branch. I said I would be willing to let the lawsuit go if you could go in and carry yourself with a little bit more dignity and respect and treat other people better. And you couldn't even do that. Remember what I said in the video? I said, if you awake me on this, I will show you no mercy. Monday morning, you have no mercy left. That's it. I'm going to go hard on you. Even if I have to bring attorneys in on this, I'm going to go hard on you. I'm going to be presenting not only the documents of you basically committing fraud against my company, but I also will be submitting also too with another firm on copyright infringements of you basically tampering with my copyrights. We're going to move forward on this 100% full force, and I'm going to strip and take everything from you. I gave you an opportunity. You didn't take it, and you should have took it. Crow, I had the opportunity to file mail fraud on you since the day your item first came in, and I let it slide. Even though you did all this dirty stuff to me over and over and over again, I let it slide. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want to see anybody go through that kind of stuff at the end of the day, but you don't learn anything. The only way you can learn is through brute punishment, and you're about to get the biggest part of brute punishment. I had no idea the penalties were that high. Even when I was talking to my friend, he said, it is brutal. Very brutal. Your friend, or I was he's not my friend, he said, well, he needs to get a good lawyer. They don't tolerate that nonsense at the end of the day. No one told you to go in and send me a fake product. All you had to do was go in and just send me what I paid for. Went on your website, I paid for a Cinemax, and that's what you should have sent to me, a Cinemax. But you didn't. You sent me black paint, and you think it's funny. Well, I caught it with you. So this is what got Jamie in trouble. We already know from the door that Jamie's going to do dirty stuff. I told you, we saw that from the door coming the minute he was basically filing multiple false claims against us through PayPal. And we got a stack of them. I am going to go in probably on Thursday and file the complaint with PayPal. We got proof of you doing multiple complaints against our account back to back. He lost every last one of them, by the way. But we have that as evidence too. So we're going to come back in, stack all that evidence, and we're going to actually ask for restrictions or your account to be removed. Now, this is where you messed up. Big time. All you had to do was just ship out what I ordered. That's it. And mind you, We had conversations with him and it's all recorded. Everything's documented. We have conversations of us talking to you about the product and you guaranteeing you were going to ship it out. I have it, transcripts from your website when I was talking to you. All that's being submitted on Monday. So it shows you understood exactly what we're purchasing and what we wanted. Even the shopping cart transaction was recorded. Everything. I told you I back everything up. So here's the video. You watch it. And you even signed your name to the package. Even worse. Well, that's what happens when you do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Get a lawyer. Don't get a public defender. Don't do that crap. You're definitely down. Yeah, get a good lawyer. Get one. If something's going to cost you $700, $800, maybe a couple $1,000s an hour, you need a good lawyer. That's your package, right? You remember the incident on Seinfeld where he got caught with a screwdriver in his hand on a stereo system? Yeah. It's a serious charge if they catch you. And I got 2 of them on you. 2. Don't make it 3. Send me my product. Yeah, I don't even have to bother filing a lawsuit on you now. You know. I really don't have to bother with a lawsuit. I really don't. You're done. You got a better chance with going against me than going against them at the end of the day. Now, as for that pornography nonsense on your site, don't worry, your site's under investigation. You know that, right? Your site is under investigation right now. Yep, we filed a claim on that one too. For soliciting pornography on your website. This was sent to the buddy that works for the post office, a good friend of mine. I sent this video over to him. He said, "Do you have any documents supporting this?" I say, "Oh yes, we do." Sent it over too. He said, "This is all we need." Now we got to go and get the other one for the Frankenstein. Send that one over too. And keep in mind, they're going to contact PayPal. They're definitely going to contact them because that's where all the transactions went through. And PayPal is going to confirm that you lost your claim. You were guilty. Oh, the dumb stuff people do. What you chasing? What you fighting over there? You fighting your toy? This is where we filed a complaint against you. This is where you lose your complaint. See your signature right there on the bag? Right there? The guy was like, he signed it? Like, he signed the bag. He's an idiot. Because you're an idiot. Good gracious, man. You do self-snitching on a level that is unbelievable. You put other people to shame when it comes to self-snitching. Signed his name on the bag and sent it over. That punching bag you got, you better put it to good use. You're going to need it, buddy. We got you. There's a video showing you committing it. This is the official claim that we got from on PayPal that we filed against you. This is it right here. The addresses right there. Here's your case number right there. How much we paid for it. Seller's information. Your shipping address right there. Date of the report. Invoice ID right there. Transaction amount. Transaction ID. There's our complaint right there. And they're right there. That's what we ordered. And there's the video showing that we got a black product in the mail. And this happened twice to us. But you did this. Now, that's why I warned you. Don't go and do it again. Taking it as a joke. Now, most people, what they go through when they have to file for mail fraud on somebody, like I said, it's some red tape they got to go through. But good thing for me is my best friend actually works for the post office, and he's actually best friend with his manager up there who has a lot of pull and a lot of weight in that branch. We can get that pushed through right away quite quickly through all that red tape. Now, I don't want you to get mistaken here. I don't want you to go crying like a Karen again and then saying, oh, he's coming. No, buddy, I'm not coming after you. It's the U.S. government that's coming after you. You committed fraud. Isn't that a United States Postal Service flat rate mailer? Isn't that's what it is? Look, that's their logo on it right there, isn't it? With your name up next to it. Next to your product that you basically try to scam my company. You're done. That's it. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I'm going to send it over to him also, too. So you got the United States Postal Service, your name signed on the package, and there's the package of you committing. And there's your transcript and all your information right there by PayPal, showing you lost your claim. That PayPal's legal department felt that you committed fraud. So you're already guilty already, and now they're going to be involved in it. Boy, talk about painting yourself in a corner. Let's go over here for a minute. Second scam. This right here would be the Frankenstein. Isn't this you? This is you. That's your product right there. You even made me a customized container. I told you about doing customized containers. You put my name on the side of it. Shows that you meant to send the product that way. Man, good gracious, man. This guy literally went in and put my name on the side of the container, which shows we have here that, again, verification video showing what we ordered. And then you sent us the product with our name on the side of the container. You knew automatically from the door what you were doing. We even got you where you changed the color out on the page, committing fraud. And then shipping the item out to us as wasn't supposed to be. And there it is right there. You lost another claim. So that's mail fraud number 2. I wonder how much it is for each one. I wonder what it is. Let's turn to the side for a minute. Let's see. So let's see. Okay, that's something else. Oh, wait, we thought your cancel order came through. Don't cancel. Don't do that. Keep it going. Keep the order going through. So, as I said before, you need to get, and that's what he said also too. He said, does he have an attorney? You need to get a lawyer. Like really seriously, to get one. Let's see. Now, as I said before, I don't do things at the end of the day where if someone's doing something wrong against my company, I don't go make memes and all that dumb nonsense. I don't do that. I go downstairs, I back my product up like I always have done from day one. I go in and show substantial evidence of why our products work. And if the person wants to keep running their mouth, well, I just go buy your stuff and bring it down here for testing and see what happens. So you don't have a choice. You can't cancel the order, because if you cancel it, then that's not going to look good for you. You can't call a caring call by making up excuses by saying, "Oh, we don't want to hear that nonsense." In the day, that in the day is still you backing out of it. What are you going to do? You're stuck. That's pretty much, you can't really do anything else. And if you send me down something that isn't what it's supposed to be, you're already going to be charged with 2 accounts of mail fraud. You want to make it 3? So you are stuck. This is what we call painting yourself in a corner. Now with the mail fraud, you're even stuck even worse, because again, we have so much substantial evidence of you committing these wrongful acts. And not only did you commit it the first time, you committed the second time. You were even dumb enough to sign the side of the bag on a United States Postal Service package. Yeah, my eyes right now are just bucked open, like shaking my head like, wow, that's a dumb. You know what? You might have just basically just put forget the ski mask. Just get a mask that looks like your face and then walk in and rob a bank. Because that's literally what you just did. That's literally what you just did. Oh, man, I swear. Whew, too easy. Way too easy. All right, let me see what we got going on here. So we can remind you again, because it shocked me. I didn't think the penalties were literally that high. But good gracious, the penalties are brutal. Penalties for mail fraud, and you got caught with 2 of these. So Jamie, I want you to remind, this is what's going to happen to you, because we have the substantial evidence. Imprisonment for up to 20 years. Penalties are enhanced. It's a crime involved. Right there, institution. It's right there. I'm going to read right through it. Look it up for yourself. Those convicted of mail fraud can be fined up to $1 million and imprisonment for up to 30 years. We got 2 of these on you. So we have you mailing us a product, which you committed fraud and tried to scam my company. We have a PayPal 1 judgment against you because you were found guilty of doing this. And we have your transcript right here of showing a detailed receipt of all of the transaction from PayPal. You're screwed, my friend, on so many levels. You're so badly screwed, I hate to say it that way, that I'm not even going to file a lawsuit against you. It's no point. You're in a lot of trouble. And we got video evidence of us getting the package here, opening it up and unboxing it live, with your name signed to the package. You signed your own death warrant. You ever heard that before? About signing your own death warrant? That's what you just did. You signed literally your own death warrant. When my buddy saw that, he shook his head and started smiling. He said, "This is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Why would he do something like this?" I said, "I don't even know myself." Get your ducks in order. Get yourself a very good attorney. That's what you're going to need at the end of the day. Don't contact me. We're just submitting the complaint. That's basically about it. You got to deal with them. I don't know how they deal with things at the end of the day over there. That's what you're going to have to figure out. But we're going to submit this on Monday morning. Monday or Tuesday, we're going to submit it. Other than that, lesson to be learned. Just don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Buddy boy, if you had just followed things, man, like an adult and things like an adult, you wouldn't be in this situation. No one told you to do this. No one put a gun to your head. I gave you my money. All you had to do was give me the merchandise and ship it over to me. Or you could have just canceled the order. That's all you had to do. That would at least got you out of it if you canceled the order, but you chose to ship it over and do dumb stuff like that. Now look at the situation you're going to be in. So much for your marriage and your family. That's gone. You're not going to be there. Well, that's it. That's all I can say. Painted yourself into a corner, buddy. With that being said, gotta go.